Booyah. Madness OpenDrawStream. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? We got some people popping in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're gonna have a good time today. We got.
Yay! I am thrilled.
It's one of those days, man. It started out rough, so you guys got to help me make it better.
Yeah, man. Just make it better by showing up and drawing some shit.
Yeah.
Not just showing up and be like, oh, I want to talk about something. Can we talk about something cool? It's amazing.
If you are feeling like drawing.
Yes. If you feel like joining.
You feel like drawing, jump off in here. That's how.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
I sent
blah,
Christy,
blah, blah, blah,
I sent
blah,
Christy
blah,
the link.
blah.
I don't know if she's going to show up or not, but I sent Christy the link. And, you know, not everybody knows that we do this yet. This is only like the 5th time, right? You know?
Yeah.
We're not like a staple in everybody's Sunday view.
Oh, trust me, we will be.
I hope.
We will. Oh, the fuck. I don't know. I actually don't know what I'm going to draw today. I didn't really go into this. I mean, I knew I was going to do it. I was just like, what am I going to draw?
Yeah. I don't even have it in. And my day started out so lousy. I don't even have
it started. My day started out late as fuck. Like 9 o'clock. And for me, that's like mid-afternoon. It might as well be mid-afternoon in my production day. And I'm like, God damn it, man. So anyway, I blah. How'd your day go, Mighty Geek?
Well, so far so good.
It's better than both of us.
At least one of us getting off to a good start.
Yeah, I know, right? What the fuck? It's like I ate a fucking cereal with water today instead of milk. You know, that's how I feel about today right now.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I just got up about 45 minutes ago.
Damn. Lucky you. Oh man. I'm trying to decide whether I'm gonna draw a big boobed warrior or a big boobed warrior. I don't know. It's just what the fuck.
What's up? What's up, my cheese bro?
Cheese bro. My cheese bro. My cheese bro. My cheese bro.
You know who
Jesus
is,
Christ.
Right?
Yes, sweet. I think Adam Smith's gonna join us.
Mr. Cheese Bros, the guy made this happen. All that Madness merch, all that happening we got over there. That's all because of my cheese bro.
My cheese bro. Okay. Let's see.
So, like I said, I got nothing. Mainly, my wheels have been turning on the business aspect of everything I got going on. I had a couple of decent meetings last night with people.
Cool.
There may be some bigger things coming, yo. You know.
Excellent.
I'm gonna do a quick tease, though. You guys are gonna love this. Really quick.
All right, let's see.
A really quick tease. You got to be watching the screen because I'm not going to leave it up there.
Who's Big D Wild? I got you.
You got me. Look at this. This is not unofficial. This is
Allison's not, here.
But we have the man Edwin Artex Badillo doing a little work on the Cromniverse. And when he first said he wanted to be involved, because obviously, look, he's the one that created the logo where Crom came from. Okay, so I wanted him to be involved. Okay, when I threw the idea his way, he came back the next morning with this. Oh shit!
Wow.
Like,
pretty cool. I like that.
And he goes, I'm just messing around.
I'm just
messing around. I'm like, oh shit, right on, dude. You know, hey, he's having fun already. He's already sent me 2 different pieces of concept art for the concept cover art, dude. Yeah, I love Edwin Expedito. Hi, Allison. What's happening?
Hi, Allison.
That's DD.
What's up, dude? Joker. I might as well draw the fucking Joker. I'm bored. I'll just draw the goddamn Joker.
It's not your cheese, man.
It's not my cheese. It's my cheese, bro. Ooh, the Batmans. Or the Batmans. There's supposed to be 3 Jokers from when 3 Jokers. Fuck. Why it just get that's only like half a clip. It's like half of a 6-shooter. Boom, boom, boom. Dead Jokers. There you go. That's all. Hello, Hal.
So did everybody have a good opening week to the first to the new year? Did everybody have a decent opening week?
It was okay. It wasn't terrifyingly bad.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like you didn't get struck by lightning or your house burned down or anything in the first week. We're all rolling, right?
I did, yeah.
We're all gonna power through it.
Yeah. We're all gonna power through it. Yes, we are.
You know what my motto for 2022 is, right?
Suck it. That's what it is.
No. It's. I mean, last year we had adapt and overcome, power through it.
Mm-hmm.
This year it's a little bit different, just a little bit. It's do you only attack from a position of defense and make 2022 your bitch?
Okay.
Attack from a position of defense?
Oh, okay. You. Wow.
Only attack in retaliation to somebody coming at you. Don't go at anybody. That's what I'm saying. If somebody comes at you, by all means, let them have it, but don't go out starting shit.
Oh, cool. I see what you mean. Yes, in that sense, that makes sense.
I mean, we're always the ones that are having to respond. We're the ones that are always having to retaliate. So I'm just making sure everybody understands. Only do that from a position of defense where you're defending yourself, from crap. Yeah, the preemptive strikes, those are the things that start shit, bro.
Okay. Oh, goodness me. I forgot the acid.
I'm trying to limit the amount of crap that happens this year between everybody, man. I'm trying to bridge that gap, man. And it's hard to do if everybody's out there taking shots at each other all the freaking time.
I have a very simple
feeling that for some reason I have a feeling this is like centered on me.
No, not at all.
Okay, because I've been taking shots at a couple of people lately.
Well, then it is you. Own it.
Then it is me. Yeah, I know. I'm like, what the fuck? It's probably me, because here I am. I mean, I made a couple of remarks about this, like a couple of things here and there, and then someone decided to call
about Boba Fett. So what? Everybody's.
Oh, I said that shit about Boba Fett all the time. Boba Fett can eat a dick. And Boba Fett can eat a big veiny dick. The one just find on Johnny Sins or friggin' Lexington Steel. It's just like, there you go. Here you are.
Rich is further proving that all of his taste is in his mouth. Got it.
That's right. It's always in my mouth.
Yo.
Wait, who's
Hello,
next?
everybody.
Oh my God, who's that?
Hello. New year, new work. Hey, fist bump.
Who just joined us?
The doctor is in, baby.
Yes, the doctor is in.
All right, here we go. Now we're like,
it's like it's like
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hi, Daphne. How you doing?
Hold on, I got. There we go. Okay.
Yay! Here. I see everybody's face. I mean, what are we drawing? I mean, we're all just drawing each other's faces or something?
Like,
what the hell, man?
I needed to do some inking today, and I figured that I needed some really good company to do it. So I figured I'd drop in. Right,
and it's the weekend for me, so I'm doing redraw panels. So this is a reaction shot I've got to finish up.
It's working.
That looks reactionary.
Yes.
I'm doing a practice cover that
that's Rich. And let's see, where are you at, Daphne? You're over there.
It's like, I'm doing right here. So I'm gonna finally ink in this cover that I was gonna use for something and changed my mind. And then I figured,
Sure.
nah, you know what? It's too good for me to just leave lying around. So I'm going to do this.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
What's up, Quentin?
I
Got
like that.
Quentin in the chat.
What's up, Quentin? What's up, Chris?
Hey.
Now, for those of you who don't know, this is the first time Daphne's been on the OpenDrawStream.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't
amazing.
know. I didn't know that you had a live stream like this, and I go, I could use a live stream like this.
Right?
I had to have
And you know,
something
Daphne, I
that-
felt the same way you did. It's like, the weekends is when I do all the drudge stuff. Like,
Right.
I got to replace a panel or I got to ink something.
Yeah.
I
So
had
it's fun to have
something.
somebody to hang out with to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And for me, it was like I had to have something on my channel that wasn't just buy these guys' book.
Mm-hmm.
Although that's what most of it is. But I mean, I had to have a couple shows that were just come out and just have a good time and not.
Having said that, go buy my book.
Well, yeah. So we want you to do that anyway. Well, we're going to have a good time, but we still want you to buy our books. Yes.
Yes, we got, and trust me, Daphne, we will let you do the closing line.
Oh, okay. There we
Since
go.
you're here, you know.
And this is legit the part of the process where I am so envious of Rich's mad skills. He makes the finishes look so easy.
It's practice. It's practice.
That's truly all it is. Really, honestly, that's it. You know,
So-
it's not like I started this like a week ago.
Right.
This is like real. I mean, started drawing at 4 and professionally at 23, I think, and it's like it's been a while. So it's like, yeah, you do it over and over again, and you're like, okay.
Yep.
You still have an infinite amount of knowledge to acquire, an infinite knowledge of techniques and stuff, and an infinite amount of pages you have to draw until you cannot do it anymore, as in breathe. So,
Right. Yeah. That's how you go.
That's how you go.
You want to go at the drawing table. I think like Gil Evergreen died at his canvas.
Nice.
And I'm not sure if Bashima died at his table too. I'm not sure. John Basima, which by the way, my piece is based on one of his Conan covers. So
Nice.
shot to the master.
I will say I will do a little bit of CLMC. I will do a little bit.
Sign up page on enter the Cromniverse. God.
It's gonna be awesome, Rich. We already got some great people signed on, man.
I'm not surprised.
And like one of them's right there. Okay.
Well, which one is that?
Doc signed on.
Doc signed up too? Oh my golly.
So what is this? So what is this Cromniverse?
It's a short story anthology of Crom stories where he can show up hanging out with your characters, or you can
that's
bring
cute. Sure.
or you can bring characters to the Cromniverse.
Right.
Okay.
Oh shit, Adam Smith is here.
All right. What's up? Oh,
yay! What's up, Adam? Adam.
How is everyone?
Hey, Adam.
Doing
What's
big
up, bud?
man? What's going on?
Good. Yeah, no, I'm good, guys. I'm really good. How is
Yay! Yay!
That's looking really good, Adam.
It's always looking really good. Adam
Well, this
always
is
does some good
this
shit.
is the one that I was doing last Sunday, and I just finished it. So
Nice. Nice.
It's upside down.
it is upside down. I
Publish
know.
it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because of the
But,
way
here's the other
everything-
thing. Do you have something to draw today, Adam? Because if you don't, then you gotta go.
No, I do. I do. Because I did a.
Go, bro.
Yeah, no, I did a.
Oh,
I
Eagle
did a
Rider's
thing
Coffee
on
is
my
for
own.
closers.
Yeah. No,
Eagle Rider's here. Hi, Eagle Rider.
Hey.
guys.
Hello,
Hey,
Miss
hey,
Eagle
hey.
Rider. Wow, we have room for 2 more. This is awesome. What's Eagle? What do we do? What's Daphne? Who is this? Is this Daphne? This Daphne?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Oh my God, there's another person, and what else was in there? JD Crisis.
ID crisis.
Holy Christ!
One second, I gotta fix my camera.
Oh,
I'm kind of a mess right now, trying to do too much at once. So I'm still at my parents' place in the mountains, so the internet sucks. I don't have all my cameras, and I'm kind of winging it on a crappy system.
But yet we persevere.
Yes, we do. We get the crappy stuff and we make it up.
I was gonna say that's my everyday life.
Yeah, I know.
You know, what were we
It's
talking
mine
about
too, my
before?
friend.
The motto for 2022? I think mine is "Come at me, bro."
Mine is
Come at
fuck
me,
this
bro.
shit, I'm out. I'm just saying, fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm good with that one. That's my general viewpoint of society right now. Fuck this shit.
I'm lost.
I suppose. Me too.
Lost. Where the hell? Sorry, guys.
God.
Lost, my precious. Lost.
I was just watching that.
Sorry. It's not supposed to be the chick that does that voice, is it?
I don't know.
Somebody's echo.
The other voices
Listen
too.
to that thing.
Somebody's got an echo.
Guys, I can do other voices too. I mean,
No, not those voices.
Well, that was me. That was me.
okay, quit boomering, you fuckwit. I mean, I love you.
It was one of those things where I was trying to share the stream out and it kicked the volume up
Let's
on me.
start
when I
with
did
showing
it,
you my
know.
newest photo I took.
Photo.
What's this photo you took? Oh,
Are you
that's
gonna
lovely.
Draw that?
Oh my God, Miracle.
That one was taken a few days ago. It's my first print of my photo work for this year.
That's really good.
Lovely.
Was that-
That's a well-timed shot. It's very well-timed.
What was that taken in the
Done.
area that you're in now? You said you were in the mountains.
No, actually, that was taken where I usually live over in Cedar Rapids area.
Ah.
Ooh,
But
what's
yeah.
this one?
This is Allison. What's up with this, Allison?
Allison.
I'm doing more weird stuff right now, so don't mind me too much. I'm not in the comic and pinup mode today.
Can I ask you a question, Allison?
Sure.
Word up, guys.
Hi, Christy.
Hey, Christy.
Hey, hold on. Let me switch this to fucking like.
Oh, shit. Christy Shin is here.
Yay.
Oh,
Nicely
yeah.
done.
Thank you.
Well, this is a freaking
God,
Wall Street
Christy
show.
Shin here is like Max Scherzer going to the Mets.
Oh
Gosh,
shit!
that's awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
How do I get one comic page to as a new file? And
Now we got too many people in here, so someone has to go.
Yeah, fuck off. All do.
Get rid of some of the lesser known people. Get rid of the savages.
What'd you
Hey,
say?
hey. I am
Say-
savage here, and I ain't going nowhere. Fuck that shit.
Right.
I am the
I think you're
scalp
trying to ask me a
collecting
question for like
Hold on.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Go for it.
yeah, what I
Go for it.
wanted to know was how do I want to open up one comic page, a new file in Clip Studio
Oh.
without having 8 pages. I just want one. Is it?
Okay.
I have no idea.
Here, I'll share my screen. I can use the program. I'm just not good at I just want to make sure that I'm opening up the right thing. Share screen. There. Oh man. Okay.
All right.
Is that it?
Is that what you're trying to show?
Yeah. Where do I want to go
You
here?
could-
If I
You
could
could just do it as an illustration. Let's see, because you can set it to 11 by 17 and then set the resolution to like 600 dpi.
Come on.
all right.
Sorry, I'm getting pissed off. I'm trying to use my gaming earbuds and it's being a bitch. It's like fucking
Oh, is it
annoying.
wireless?
unit.
Yeah.
Go to unit
Yeah.
at the top,
There we go. Inches.
set to inch, and then
All
just
right.
do 11 by
Oh.
17.
I kind of thought that they would have just had a
I have no
one-
idea what anybody's saying. All the signals
one
breaking
single
up.
page.
What's going on?
Because and any of these other ones, they're setting the right dimensions, but they're giving me a book or 8 pages, and they just want 1 page.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean? So that's that.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, I'm not fucking using my gaming buds because it's being a bitch, so fuck that. We're just gonna use my webcam stuff. Is it coming through okay?
Yeah. Here
Yeah.
just fine.
Very fine.
Yeah, finally. Damn. All right, we're all good, I guess.
Ugh, fuck this bullshit.
I'm hearing
All
all
right, I
like
guess-
everybody's jumbled. It's like I'm listening to like a disco ball. You know, like if a disco ball has
Listening
sound.
to a disco ball.
Well, are
No,
you sure you don't
it's
have,
like all.
Are you
I'm
sure
sorry?
you don't have us open in like another tab or something, and you're getting 2 outputs?
No, I'm only using my phone for this one. I mean, that's all I use when I go live. I don't have anything else open. because I know it's going to interfere with the Wi-Fi signal.
Yeah, everybody just has to make sure they're not talking over somebody else because there's 10 people here. But I'm just gonna kind of bounce around, showing what everybody's doing, and if you have something that you want to say, just
Here's my link tree. I sell stupid shit, so there you go. There you go.
Yay! When's the Kickstarter for your next one, or Indiegogo, whatever?
It'll be in March.
Yay! Just remind me.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's you, Rich. You're like so tired sounding. I was like, "Fuck, that's you."
I am tired. I got up mad late, and I feel like I slept. I slept 8 hours, and I feel like I slept 2.
Yeah, I stayed up too
like
fucking late.
Yeah, the same here.
Yeah. Yeah, I had somebody message me. I've been like having random people sometimes come out of the woodwork after a few years message me and say, "You're a terrible person," and I'm like, "Fuck you! I don't know who the fuck you are."
It's like,
God.
Thank you.
I just find it funny because they're just like going, "You're a terrible person. I just want to let you know that was horrible of you to do this thing." I said, "You had 2 years to talk to me." Dumb bitch. Like,
oh my God.
Really? They're referring to something that happened 2 years ago?
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like, well, I didn't think about you the whole time. That's amazing.
It's been 2 years since I've seen you. I haven't thought about you at all.
Wow.
Yeah, I moved on. I didn't think about your ass, dumb fucks.
Oh my God, that's horrifying. Who
It's
does
funny
that?
though. I find
It is. It's amusing, yes, but I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Get a life, people. I mean,
That's why you put them on forever red.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But where's I'm looking for what other shit. Where's my
You what?
Flash.
Oh, I'm singing Debbie Gibson.
No,
Sorry.
You need to be kicked in the nuts for that.
That's why I'm here in the UK. No one kick me in the nuts.
Here, I could ask Sally to
I
do
have
that.
plenty of friends in the UK. who would do
Only
it
in
for
my
me.
dreams.
I like Electric Youth
Really?
because it was so bad.
Yes. Oh shit! Now I gotta play that Electric Youth. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I know. Well, it's either that or Kiss all day again. I look it up on loop.
Or you could try listening to different things when you're on.
I can. Well, I am right now. I'm listening to Electric Youth. This is so dope. I swear.
Oh, look at my fat ass black kitty. My big black kitty.
Hi, Ink.
She likes
I
this,
love
by
how
the
you
way.
pet your kitty.
It's not animal abuse.
Yes, it is.
That is Ink.
Yeah,
There's
she's a
a
bitch.
there's a big black pussy.
She's my big black bitch. She's heavy as fuck too. She's got a big ass too.
It's a demon interview.
So wait, she's a black with a fat ass?
Yeah, she has a skull butthole. Let me see if I can show her.
Oh, you're gonna show the butthole?
Yeah,
Yay!
she has a skull butthole.
Yay!
It's the
Look,
Punisher.
I will show you her butthole. Don't worry about it. It happens.
Oh, fucking bitch.
I just love the fact that you mentioned her butthole and she shifts her whole rear end up and starts showing it off. Like, here, it's right here. Look at it, bitches.
She does it all the time. That's why.
Does your cat have an OnlyFans or what?
She would be a whore to do that.
You
Somebody
think
likes
she'd
that
ever
cat.
get an OnlyFans? Because that's cool.
Yeah, but you call her Deborah Gibson now. What's up, baby?
Oh, I love Deborah Gibson. I think she has an OnlyFans now.
Oh my god. All right, crawl up, bitch. Come on. Oh, she's not doing it.
Oh, good Christ.
I'm over there.
That's lovely. Oh my God, that's incredible. Who is that?
That's
That's
It's
cool.
tails.
Adam, you're crazy, dude. Jesus
Thank
Christ,
you.
man. I quit. I fucking
Well, at least
quit.
it's not Sonichu. Oh my god. That would be horrible.
I quit. This guy's too good. I'm never inviting you again, man. Fuck
No, I know. I get that a lot.
this.
Before
Oh my God.
before hash slice poll, after / poll. Oh god.
I know.
Past surgery.
Before or after? Oh God, help me. What the hell is that?
Both of the afters.
Yeah.
The afters look like David Hasselhoff.
I didn't know
Oh,
that I was on the
Christ.
screen there. Okay.
They look like character drawings on Times Square. The fuck?
Well, that's
ID, I can pull you up at any time. Don't have porn on your screen.
no, that's not. These are bad guys for the book company.
Nice.
Damn it! Don't make me choke. That's my husband's job.
What's that?
I was telling him with his comment he made about the porn. Don't make me choke. That's my husband's job.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
no, I only
that's adult humor. I dig it.
It's never too early to get demonetized on YouTube.
Oh, please. I got plenty of people who say way worse on their streams that never get demonetized in my friends list.
By the way, Rich, I'm going to use our old phrase that we have loved for some time.
What would that be?
CFS. We cannot repeat what the acronym is, but the CFS.
No, I will never repeat that. That's our thing.
Yeah.
That's our thing. We cannot repeat it.
We shall never speak of this again.
We shall never speak of this again because it is our thing only.
Christy freaking Shin! Oh, wait.
That's not it, but that's pretty good.
It's pretty close. It's pretty close.
It's close, but it's close, but no cigar there, my friend.
That's all right. It works for me. See? Speaking of that, I'll kick you out, dude. Don't get me going, Rich.
Is there anybody in the room who's writing their own stuff?
Yes.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Can I ask?
Yeah, I got notes back on
By all means, ask a question, please.
So I've never written anything before.
Okay.
Yes, and I guess one of the questions I've got 34 pages of layout of how I think I want this thing to go, but I've decided that on page 35 that I need to do some exposition with the bad guys to take a break from the rest of the story. Not so that I can explain to the readers what's going on, but just so that I can encapsulate everything, but from their point of view. How often does that happen?
Well, it depends. It depends if it's relevant to the story, which I'm sure it is.
It is, but I just don't want to make. I don't want to spoon feed my audience. Is all.
Well, if it's something that has to do with the story itself, you give them a little bit of an idea on how it leads up to how it starts. That could potentially lead up to what you're trying to. What you're trying to display to your audience without telling your audience.
I'm not letting any secrets out. It's not a they're not spoiling anything. It's sort of a lot of things have happened at once, and two of the main players are explaining. Like one of them is filling the other one in. This happened. This was unexpected, but we think blah blah this that and the other thing. So I don't want to have a page of me repeating stuff for my audience when they can see what's happening themselves, but might not. They could appreciate it better if it was coming from the bad guy's perspective. Oh, that's why these things makes sense.
Well, I think that if you're going to have one of the bad guys talk about it, I mean, the way that I would visualize it narratively is. The last panel would be the villain about to talk, and it's like, well, if you really must know, and then trailing off, and then going off into like a past, like you'd have panels that are shaped differently than your standard block, like maybe rounded or something, or a little bit, or maybe leave it open ended, and then just make sure you place the dialogue in the proper manner, and then. But then before the visual, when you write it, you give an idea as to I guess the beginning of the narrative as to why the villain is the villain.
Well, we kind of know that. I think what it is that the main character is turning into, at this point, they're realizing that there's a wrench in the works and he's it. And now they're going to start looking in to see who this guy is.
Wow, that's a tough one.
See, the thing is, like for me, and
we're already seeing him. We're already seeing him take steps and he's becoming the hero, but we're the only people who know it.
Well, one of the tropes is have smart guy explain to dumb guy. Dumb guy doesn't get what's going on, so smart guy's having to explain it to him
Right, but I don't want to tell. I don't want to do that in. Whereas I don't want my audience to say like, why does he have these bad guys telling us this stuff? We're already seeing it. Does he think we're stupid? You know, like I personally spoon feed his audience.
You know what I would recommend, and it sounds like a weird thing to do, but just write a bunch of shit and then something will come out. That seems like the most weirdest thing to say or do, but to be honest, that works the best for me.
That I've had that work for me too.
Yeah, that's
you
what
just,
that's
you
word
just what
vomit.
you do is just you just
works really
you
well.
just write everything down, and then you narrow down the conversation from there.
Yeah.
I have been, but I also don't want to fall into that trap where I've got a bunch of word balloons because I'm not telling the story.
No, just write out a bunch of ideas. Like what I do is like some people do this because I got caught up too much in my own head. That's why Sepulchre 2 was kind of like being fucked and shitty. So my friend that actually writes stuff for a living, and I like her work. She does the Empty. She changed it to, it's about gummy bears. Like you eat these gummy bears, they turn you into zombies. But it's this complex story about relationships, right? You know.
Jesus Christ.
But so I had her. She writes for a living, right? So I don't write per se. I do artwork. I come from an artist.
In the end.
Yeah, so I just sent it her, said I didn't have expectations. I was like, okay, if it's a pile of shit, whatever, but here you go. And she actually asked me a couple of questions. She said, actually, this is a lot better than this is a lot better. And she actually really liked the progression of the story and everything. And I didn't write all of it dialogue. I didn't get all the dialogue figured out. It's like if the dialogue came to mind, I would write it kind of like sketchy bits, right? But that's all you really need to do. I mean, I think just don't get too overthought. Just throw a bunch of shit, whatever comes into your head, whether it's words or whatever, or just like what you want to have happen. And even though it looks like the most stupidest thing ever, just go back and look at it, and then that way you can kind of funnel out what you want. Because I got caught up in my own head too, like, well, what next? And I'm just going, let me just write it sections at a time and just see how it evolves.
Yeah, there's on from a perspective of somebody who's been writing, not in the comic world, but writing from poems, stories, everything else since I was very young. Writers, we have a tendency to get in our own head a lot because there's so much we want to tell, and depending on the medium, there's so many limitations, there's so many restrictions, there's so many things we have to match to this, we have to do to that. And the biggest thing you have to remember is first, write every little thought, every little note, every little concept you're coming up with.
Yeah.
Write it as you're doing it. And go from there, and you'll be surprised at how much you can wean out some of the stuff that you decide you don't like later, if you take the time to actually write it down.
Yeah.
Or how much you come up with something you needed that you're missing that explains a lot of it.
See, if you're using like a conversation as a way to a conversation between two or more characters to kind of like bring out this information.
Yeah.
Another trick to I guess like realizing like what information sounds important and what doesn't is to actually say everything out loud. Read your lines out loud and see if it. No, I'm serious. And
I've done that. It's fun.
And
That's
make
good.
it and see if it sounds like a conversation and not like an info dump.
Right.
I mean, it's I know it's kind of a little nuanced, but because you do want to get information across, but you want it to do it in such a casual manner that the reader picks it up without feeling like they're being spoon-fed.
Right.
Like you're you're just info dumping.
Yeah, I don't want to. I want to have enough respect for the intelligence of the audience to be able to figure some of this stuff out. But at the same time, there's a couple of things that happen that because I'll go over it and over, and I'll be like, okay, this has to happen here. There has to be enough time for this thing to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then this. So how come? Who's watching this place? And what's a good? Because there's a lot of sneaking around that happens. Pretty quickly. While I'm going over it, I'm trying to be like, while it's a comic book, I still need it to be realistic. Nobody's, there is no Superman shows up in the nick of time because he can fly faster than the speed of sound.
Damn.
Right. Well, also the thing is too is that because you're writing a comic book, you have to. It's like you really have to streamline the information that you're putting forth in the book. I mean, it's like I think like Alan Moore is one of the few people who can get away with writing everything know, I'm putting everything out there. So you really do have to decide which information is important. And also, I guess there was a comment that popped up about like keeping it simple.
Yeah.
And that's you have to like kind of bring your scene down to its most base parts, and then also take into consideration that sometimes you don't need to explain everything. Sometimes you don't, you know,
not all at once.
Right. But that's sometimes, not at, or at all. That maybe that there's just certain things where I guess
mystery.
That there's.
That's exactly.
Think of like Garrick in DS9. There was so much you never knew about him, and that's part of what made all the stories about him more profound. Is because you're trying to figure the character out.
Yeah, and that the audience really doesn't need to know everything. That sometimes what they come up with in their head because you're omitting information is probably, you know, like better for them, for the reader, than it is if you tried to like explain every little minutia in your I guess in your world or your story or that you're trying to tell.
Well, yeah, and that's not what it's basically. It's one page, two people talking. I mean, it almost is somebody's fire alarm dying?
Oh, that's the parrot. I'm sorry.
Oh,
is that a parrot?
Yes, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot to give my disclaimer. I share my office with an African gray, and these are the annoying noises that he likes to do while I'm live streaming. So if you hear anything weird, like a fire alarm or a smoke detector or a garbage truck, that's him.
Well, at least he won't go like my ass, my ass, my ass.
No. Luckily, he's only into noises and not phrases.
Is that what? So that was. So this is African Gray's imitating the fire truck.
Hold up.
I didn't know fire trucks went my ass, my ass, my ass. That's a new thing.
Pretty soon.
Well, I mean,
the fire truck was
Canada.
The fire truck was outside my apartment because I live next to a hospital, police station, and a fire station.
I
see, that would have been his favorite place.
Things that bird's gonna say in the future. What of it's gonna be? He's gonna say,
what?
Back everybody's or back indie comics.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wish.
Oh my god!
It would save me some time.
he's gonna say back indie comics, especially ours.
Uh-huh.
And then another point
back
is
indie comics, you fucker.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Help me! Jesus Christ!
How about you gotta love yourself? You gotta love yourself and don't step on my kids.
Oh, you can go and do this annoying ass thing and say to your African Grey, like, just do all the affirmations you want to do about yourself and self-love. Repeat that to him and have him repeat it to you.
Oh, no, absolutely not. He's not into self-affirmations. But say the F word once and he'll pick that up really quickly.
That's easier than just putting your phone on repeat all the time.
That's a parrot that I want. You know, just one that just says fuck out of nowhere. I mean, that's just the best. It's like having one with Tourette's.
The cockatoos will do that for you.
Self-affirmations, I always think of Stuart Smalley. Daily information with Stuart Smalley.
Ew.
I'm
Ew.
Enough. Smart enough. Nobody remembers that?
Everybody likes you.
Oh, yes. People like you. Yeah, I remember.
I'm going to do a good show today, and I'm going to help people.
We just ain't really fans of the dude himself, you know.
Oh, I'm not either. But I mean, there were some really brilliant moments there. Like, for instance, when I look at you look at your smartphone, everybody's basically got a little news studio in their hand. You know, everybody's.
Yeah.
But do you remember when it was a Dennis Miller doing the news, and he was the one-man mobile uplink unit, had that satellite dish on his head?
Yep.
Yeah.
Love that.
Oh
Always at the looks like Lost Al's feed.
That was Chevy. That's different.
Oh Christ, Chevy Chase.
Chevy was always funny, man. It didn't matter what he was doing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Caddyshack's still one of my favorite movies, man.
Yeah, I was just watching something about 1989, and that's when Christmas Vacation came out, and that was it's like every year my wife puts that movie on every year, and it's on like 4.
Oh, Modern Problems. Yeah, that was the movie that I watched on loop because it was in the early days of HBO.
I saw that in the theater. I actually saw that fucking movie in the theater.
I did too.
I don't know why.
Was he
Wow.
in Foul Play? Was that him and Goldie Hawn?
I think
Oh,
that was
wow,
more
yeah.
too.
Yes, it was. Oh my God, that was.
Hey
Holy
guys,
shit, that's like 80, 79.
Hey, I know. I'm not the oldest guy here, but I might be the second oldest.
hey guys, I had an idea. Like, okay, so I'm putting together like one of those fucking Pan-Pacific Asian like comic book artists and shit.
Oh, boy,
And I
yeah.
was just thinking of doing that one thing, but instead of calling like, Pan-Pacific Asian, comic book artist, blah, 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 right? I'm just going to be an asshole and just say Asian invasion. Let's play on the yellow peril shit like crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
yes.
gosh.
Yes.
Guys, help me. Look at this.
Oh,
Here's the yellow
Yes.
peril.
I want more.
I have lost my workspace completely.
There you go.
That is a big pussy.
Do you guys remember the show?
Oh my
Land of the
God.
Giants?
Hello.
Do you remember the show Land of the Giants?
I do. I remember that. Yeah.
Remember
Yes.
dude tied some steak knives
Hey,
to his stick
pussy.
and he was trying to hold off the giant cat with him.
The golden
Do you see what
pussy
she
right
said to my
there.
drawing here? As I'm come on, get up, baby. She's like,
Oh,
no,
God.
I don't want to get up.
Oh, my cat like gore dances me and stomps on my tits and then she puts her asshole in my face.
Just to realize that this cat's name is Ornery for a reason.
Hey, Doc.
Do we need to call someone? Okay, he's okay.
Hey, what's up, Doc?
Come on, not
Doc's
Pluto
just,
cat.
Doc's just motoring around taking care of business. Out
I'm
Hey,
there,
Doc's
eating.
like,
man.
I don't give a shit about this
There you
shit.
are.
I'm inking a replacement panel.
Somebody just tried to
Yeah.
jump in, and I'm sorry we got a full house, but I'm working on getting that super professional studio where we can have 12 people out here, but
Ooh,
I'm not there yet.
Don't fucking lie. You ain't professional. We aren't professional.
professional. Who said professional?
I gotta ask a question for us old people here. Has anyone ever seen Xanadu?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yes.
have
God,
not.
yes.
Is that-
Right now,
That's
I was-
iconic.
I was gonna say-
Iconic.
I was gonna say define old, but then everybody was like, "Yes!" So like,
My dad had a bit of a thing
No,
for
no,
Olivia
no,
Newton-John
no,
for a long
no,
time, and
no,
God, every
no.
crappy movie
I will
she
mute
made. I've
everybody.
seen.
I will mute everybody.
I never.
No,
saw
fucking Zardoz, dude. Come on.
Oh, he got Zardoz with that outfit.
Again, another iconic one.
I'm gonna
Oh,
mute
man.
everybody.
That reminds me of Johnny Ryan's like The Miracle, dude. Johnny Ryan's The Miracle was the best because it had a Zardoz head.
Okay, what's the matter with Xanadu? Because I never saw it.
I'll tell you
It
what's the
sucks.
matter with Xanadu.
Oh,
Xanadu
everything's
was a Rush album from the 70s. It was a song on a Rush album in the 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
And it came before that stupid movie. And when they put that stupid movie out and they put that song out, Xanadu, it totally ruined one of the best rock songs in history. Xanadu
Oh my
by
God.
Rush fucking jams, man. And
All right, well, you're gonna hate me
that
then
was
because
horrible.
right now I'm playing like the final number where everyone is roller skating and doing like the dancing and the chanting, and I'm just waiting for Olivia Newton-John to come out. And Gene Kelly was in that movie too. That was his last movie before he passed away.
No.
Oh,
We'll go play
God, it's like Raul
Well, so
Julia in
was Street Fighter. Street Fighter was like what was his name again? Raul Julia's last name.
Yeah.
Which sucked because he was actually a really good actor.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
he took the role because
Transformers
his kids
the
wanted
movie
him
was
to
the
do it.
last
That's
Orson Welles.
right.
But he died of a stroke, which was bullshit.
Oh, that's right. The same thing with Orson Welles. He's the voice of Unicron, and that was his last movie role. Holy shit!
Yeah, he was like, I kind of forgot about it. I ate 12 hot dogs.
I'm leaving that up for the rest of the show. Xanadu by Rush is the only Xanadu.
Not according to all these roller skaters here,
I
man.
don't care about roller
They
skating.
look good, especially those shorts. Oh yeah, man. All those gold trim shorts and big old feathered hairstyles and all that stuff. And
I'm
the
only,
big,
You
Well,
give me
I'm
Grease,
only going to say
Olivia.
this.
You give me Grease, Olivia, and I'm okay with that. You give me Xanadu, Olivia, and I puke in my mouth a little bit.
Well, there you go. That's how I guess that's how we go in that's our age stages. Which Olivia Newton-John movie?
No, it's like which Olivia Newton-John album. I remember distinctly when I was in third grade that every girl in the class, it was like, you know how they have the competition, who's dressing, who owns what.
I
Right.
don't know.
Totally hot. Though every one of those girls would bring in they brought in their copy, and it was a vinyl.
Yes, of
copy
course.
of Totally Hot into class so that everybody could see that they got that album. Meanwhile, I'm like, no, Kiss.
Totally Hot. Is that the name of her album?
There was that Totally Hot. Yeah, it was like I don't want to say like a breakout album, but it was like it would have been like her. It would have been her Thriller.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I'd have to like listen to it now.
That's fair to say.
Olivia Newton-John, Totally Hot.
Yeah, I'll find the cover art.
So,
Now I
I
gotta see
kind of
that.
thought the physical album would be her Thriller.
I want
Not
everybody to
Well,
check out
maybe
Rich
this.
is 46 minutes. This is Rich at 46 minutes. Yo. Candygram.
Nice.
That looks like the Joker. Is that it?
That's the Joker about to be eaten by King Shark.
Oh, not
Oh,
King
that looks
Shark,
like Beluga
no,
Whale.
The Saturday
It's
Night Live
King
Candygram
Beluga
Shark.
Whale. Then it's not a beluga whale. What the frig, man?
Rich,
He's chubby.
What?
Shark has been eating a lot of stuff.
Rich.
That is true. Why?
Candygram.
Yes.
No, it's
That
land
looks
shark.
like a dinosaur. Let's be
pizza.
honest.
Land shark.
Land shark.
You need to give him more roid rage.
It's freaking land shark. No, it's King Shark. It's not land
Mixing
shark.
up your metaphors,
Man,
mixing up your metaphors.
you know what? Now I got a complex. Everyone's like, "Oh, it looks like a beluga whale." No, that's a land
No.
shark.
You should have stuck with fantasy titties.
I like this.
I should have stuck with fantasy titties.
Porn
Maybe
titty.
I could draw King Shark and fantasy titties.
Oh,
Telegram.
that's
Telegram.
My ass.
My ass. No, I'd rather draw a parrot that says "my ass" all day. That's something I want to hear.
don't have
North
a
Breeze
disclaimer
says,
for this
great
show."
job, Rich. Thank you. At least someone appreciates my beluga whale, King Shark, land shark, barbarian fantasy tit thing.
Doesn't look like a whale. Doesn't look like King Shark.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
love ya.
What? No one loves me.
It looks like a dinosaur. I'm sorry.
It's how?
Looks like a giant sperm.
It's like a giant sperm.
I'm talking about the jaw shape.
Jesus Christ, you guys.
Wait. That's a. Oh, and how are they
This is
dancing
shit,
like that
man.
on fucking roller skates? That's so odd.
My ass,
Okay,
my ass,
whatever.
my ass.
Olivia Newton-John. Newton-John. Totally.
Share my screen. I'll show you the album cover.
Oh my God.
The album cover to what?
Totally Hot.
Totally hot.
That was it. That's it. Every day.
Now,
I did say, let's get fit.
I think
Let's-
Oh, yeah,
physical
that's it. I see
is
it.
The,
Wow.
I
Every
think that
day.
would be considered her Thriller.
This
Well,
is a
let's get
thriller.
physical.
I remember this
Yeah,
thing
let's get
going up
physical,
all
yeah.
over my third grade class. I never saw girls react to a record the way I saw them react to this ever. Of course,
You know, I gotta say this. Like, for Let's Get Physical, it was actually pretty progressive for its day because it featured LGBTQ content or whatever because all the guys were gay and didn't want her.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah, right. I remember
Rich, the eyes are just a bit
That's
too high,
true.
but it looks fantastic. Oh,
In the
thank
video,
you,
the
Tank.
Elsa-
I didn't know you were a...
Make sure you draw them more slit-like, you know.
yeah,
right?
I know.
Right here.
Rich, the eyes are just a bit too high, but it looks fantastic.
You need to make them like burnt little seeds. He is a shark.
How far should I move them? Like, should I move them here? Or a little bit lower towards the bottom right quadrant here? I mean, I'm a little bit confused on where I
You
should
see,
put it.
kids, that's why you should never be ashamed of using reference.
Wait, that's exact. This is actually a serious question? Holy shit. That's actually serious.
What? What question?
Oh, man. I give up. Please. Let me make sure about my King Shark reference. Okay, let me just get that. Alrighty. I'm gonna see if Tank Ferret's correct. Let's see. All right, Tank Ferret. Let me see what you got there. Actually, no. It should actually be a little bit higher because he has the nose and everything. But I just didn't have enough room on the top there. So thanks there, Tank. Appreciate it. You're a good job. Good job there, pal.
I would think you would also be able to see both of his eyes.
Oh yeah, his shark's eyes roll back. You better just do that. Like,
yeah. Okay.
it looks like an O face and shit, dude.
All right then.
I love this.
Please.
The chat is critiquing Rich. I love it.
Hey, is man train like one word or 2 words, or there's a hyphen in between?
A what?
A man
train.
man train.
Are you
I
talking
think
about
it
that?
might be one word.
Talking about Olivia Newton-John still?
I think
Always
it
try
might
to
be
be
one
a help.
word.
Well, sometimes maybe you shouldn't. Okay.
Man.
Let's see what we got here.
I love Urban Dictionary because it tells me all the fucking phrases the young ones use, so I can be on top of it.
I
was
know,
using
really.
Urban Dictionary
Yeah.
so I could spell Ermagerd correctly.
Oh yeah, it's man train is one.
There you go.
Okay. Do you guys want to see where I use man train?
No.
I suppose, yeah.
I'm going with no.
I'm going with a big fat. That's a hard no.
Guys gonna have to look at it anyway. Pops is gonna probably put it to that at some point.
All right. How do I mix it? You know what? I'm coming up with a problem here with my bad guys. I don't know how to make these faces, these expressive. Because like one of the things with here's the odd thing about this, and I'm gonna try to go as quick as possible. There is a twin component to these bad guys, and
Jesus Christ,
and I didn't even know that that this pair over here, Wenger was making fun of one of these two guys. I guess one of them just like passed away or whatever, and it was like this internet meme exploded all over again. And I'd never seen these two before.
What do you mean, like Kip Winger?
Who are they?
Wenger, real Bub. He used to do some YouTube stuff. He was making an independent comic book, but I'd seen him over on EVS's stream. Anyway, somebody else. The point is, I never knew that these two existed the entire time I'm creating this bad guy character. And it's just weird how that happens sometimes, where you're like, I thought I had some sort of an original idea. And then not only does somebody else have the idea, this is the first rendition, not only does somebody else have the idea, but they're actually real people that I had no idea existed. You know what I mean? So it's, where you're like, I've got this. Because like when I was a kid, I used to have this, like a character that had a character name and everything, and it was like all fleshed out, and his name was Black Bolt. And then I got my first issue of the official handbook of the Marvel Universe, not knowing anything about the Inhumans at all. And I'm paging through the pages, and I'm like, why is this character named the same name as my character and doesn't have anything to do with electricity or lightning or anything? Really pissed me off. So anyways, I don't know how to make these. This is going to be odd for me, drawing these faces to be angry or sad or whatever, because I don't think they can do that with all the shit in their face.
Just think caricature.
Yeah, think caricature. And also a way to kind of like figure that out is to actually trace the photographs.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely no shame in that. It's like trace the photographs and like kind of like get a sense of like really simplify the shapes in their faces. And then once you do that, it's it's funny. It's like that's the theme of today, I guess. Like it's simplicity.
Yeah.
Where it's like everything is about simplicity. And then you can see how you can continue like kind of animating the face from those simple shapes.
Yeah, no, I've been there before, and it's one of those things where you don't want to, yes, trace, and eventually you'll get good at drawing that stuff on your own. But I know for myself, for a lot of times, it's always been like, I don't know, it feels like cheating. I'm not in the
no, it's not. It's not cheating. There is nothing. There is anything that helps you learn how to do something is not cheating.
Yeah, I understand that now.
It's if you only trace that it becomes a problem. But what you're trying to do is trying to figure out
the simple thing that you were saying. The pinups I'm doing, what I want from everybody that's contributing is very basic, single line sketches. And if you can pop over here so I can show people what I mean by that. They give me a simple black and white outline without a lot of doodads and shading and other stuff added. I get the shadows in depth with the color, and that can still accent every artist's style and stuff and tie it together to one colorist, tie it together to one artist working with them. And he's not going to notice me, and he's not going to switch it over, so I can explain what.
Yeah, he might, maybe he's Maybe he's visiting the bathroom.
But yeah, when I ask these artists to do this, I want a simple outline. I want a basic pinup, and then I can come in and I can add all kinds of shadows and shades and depth, and if I need to, as I'm shadowing to make it look right, add a few lines and a few things, but without changing the original work, you know?
You're talking about your layouts and pencils, or somebody else's layouts and pencils, and then you can go on from there?
Somebody else's layouts, even just the basic ink, a printing, and then the color to fill it in. A simple outline without a ton of shadowing and shading. You do, you like what he's showing there on that one, even.
Mm-hmm.
You do a little bit of marks to show where the points of the skin and stuff are, where our shadow should be and stuff. That helps the colorist know exactly where the angles are supposed to be and how to make the colors on that pop out. But they still add most of the shadow. They still add most of the complexity. They still add most of the depth.
Yeah.
It's easier with colors to make it more detailed if people give you less to start with.
No, I know what you mean. And of course, depending on who's doing the work at whatever stage, it makes it more efficient. I like using the word efficient versus simple, but I know what you mean. The fastest way to get the best work done, because I mean, this is time sensitive stuff, and I hear a lot of people doing independent comics where you're not on a monthly thing, and that's great, but it still does have to get finished. Especially I work an 8-hour a day job, and I've got all other clients to deal with. But this is the thing that I want to do more than anything else. I don't even I would rather be down here doing this than, and it hasn't paid yet, and I still would rather be doing this.
Yeah.
I want to. So it's I want to get it done now. I want to. It's that trifecta. I want it good. I want it fast, and I want it. Well, I don't want it cheap. But when it comes to
popular, I mean.
Well, yeah, exactly. And that's what I mean. When it comes to the writing, I'm not saying that I'm not a writer. I just know that I've never done it before. The first time you get in a car, you know that you can do it, but you still.
How much have you written on this one?
This is the first thing on this.
Yeah.
I have the whole first issue figured out. I've got 35 pages laid out. And
all right, then you're a writer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just accept the fact you're a writer.
Good writer.
Well, you're a writer. The good can come later.
Yeah,
everybody
that's
starts
just
at the
practice.
Right,
that's just all doing it over and over and over again.
The first thing to think about when it comes to doing anything, the first thing to think about is art is subjective. It's not objective. So what's good is always in the eye of the beholder. As a case in point, Blade Runner was panned when it came out in the late 1970s, early 1980s. It's now considered a classic film. Another major film that came out that everybody hated, well, not everybody, but a lot of people hated when it came out, but is now considered the best of all of them, is The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we can go bigger and older than that. Monet, Renoir, Cezanne, all these guys were hated.
Yes, they were.
Mainstream.
Yes, they were.
But what
yeah,
kind
but
of
we're talking about comic books, and people don't know who they are.
Oh, I do. I do. And
everybody knows who Monet is.
Expressionists versus
Impressionists.
But you know what? Yes. But you know what? Everybody should be looking up these people. It's it's important to the background of what you're doing, even if it's not a literal usage to your work. It's
I'll put it I would put it this way: if you're a traditional penciler, you're going to lean towards, and this is a generalization. I'm not calling it a rule, but I lean towards Renaissance era, being able to construct a human being from whole cloth, from your mind. But a colorist is going to look at a Monet, because that whole thing was done with color, and the feeling that you get from it is done with color. So when you have a colorist can take something from black and white and change the mood of that thing entirely, or even if they don't know what they're doing, misinterpret the mood of the thing. You don't want to put a sad panel in bright colors. But so in other words, depending on the artist that you're looking at, if you're looking at an impressionist, you're concentrating on the mood when you're looking at somebody from the Renaissance, you're concentrating on the form.
Well, the applicability of the Impressionists to comic book art is that the Impressionists were the first artists to try to capture a moment in time. Instead of a lingering stare, it's a fleeting glimpse.
Yeah. But I thought the technique had something to do with it too. I mean, like what Monet was a.
The technique, of course, yes. But what they were depicting was capturing a moment in time. They weren't interested in, a staged,
static portrait,
right, or a static landscape. Even everything was in motion, and it was that moment.
Yeah, right. They were the camera before there were cameras.
Right, and that's what we do in comic books. Sequential art is you're capturing a moment in time.
Yep. We're animation before there was animation.
Yep.
Comics or sequential art is actually the first form of actual communication, written communication, simply because of the caveman drawings.
Yep.
Hieroglyphic.
North Free,
exactly.
Blade Runner is considered a masterpiece. I believe it's preserved by the I have to double check it.
Oh, the Library of Congress and yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's an organization that archives these. Yeah.
I traced this.
What's that say? Y'all see how you're inspiring Christy right now? Look at this.
Well, you see, yeah. But the thing is, though, it's like that's the thing that people misinterpret with tracing. And if I can be allowed a shameless plug here, I actually have a video about it on my YouTube channel. If you go to eagleworks.com and follow the link. So tracing. Now the thing is, I also want to comment about what was said. Something about the Renaissance masters drawing the form from whole cloth in their brain, and it's like that's technically not true. I mean, it's like it if you do it enough times, then you have the muscle memory to work from it. But I mean, even Leonardo da Vinci, he's famous for his anatomical autopsy drawings. I mean, he's literally drawing from something.
Yeah,
they actually had parts of like body parts in their skin.
Right, exactly. So these masters, they were all working from
life,
something in front of them.
From life.
Yeah. So I think that a lot of artists put too much pressure on themselves to be like this perfect being that not even the masters were.
Yeah.
It's like use the reference. It's like trace where you can where you need to figure out something. I like to. It's like I like to reference Wally Wood a lot, who is always about simplicity. Oh, there you go.
Those eyes are in the wrong place.
And there you go. And that's the exact reference.
Eyes in the wrong place too, man.
That's the exact reference.
I hope I can.
The nose of your shark is
too
big.
This is one of my favorite comedians of all time.
Yes, definitely.
Right, okay, now that dude would not.
I just hope I can cope with that.
Hollywood. He would not survive in today's Hollywood.
No, he would not.
Because now, I mean, it's like what's funny is that even it's like he collaborated a lot with Mel Brooks, who also would probably have a lot of problems with today's Hollywood. Because it's like
Mel Brooks says he's making a comeback. He says he's going to do a mini-series for History of the World. So
I would love it to see. I would love it. Yeah,
he's been saying that for 1,000 years.
Are we getting Jews in space finally?
He's actually says he has a contract on it now.
Yeah, that he's going to sequel. If there's going to be a History of the World,
but as a mini-series, which will also kill the fact that he's always done everything of his with a joke of wait for part 2.
Right, yeah.
But if he does this, I want him to go as balls to the wall, piss off modern Hollywood as he can.
Right. I mean, are we going to get Jews in space? We need
Jews in space.
He has bitched about all this comic censoring and stuff like that for decades. And he's 90 fucking 5. I don't think he's going to care what anybody says or does to him at this point.
Right.
No, he does
it's like
not give a shit.
It's like Martin Scorsese. You know, it's like that the smooth brains on Twitter actually thought they could cancel Martin Scorsese, and it's like, you're kidding me, right?
Yeah, that's a little weird. God damn, Eagle Rider. Can we see what Eagle Rider's working on again?
Okay, let me get the cat out of the way. This is actually the sketch work was done by Itsy Lemons, one of my friends in the Star Trek community, and this is the colors work I'm working on for it, which is one of the ones for my pinup book I'm doing. If I can get my cat to stay out of the way. And yeah.
Nice. I can't see her face though. I mean, like my eyes won't let me look at her face.
Oh, her face is only half drawn. Looks good.
If you look at the ones I'm talking about with the comparison point here, here's some of the ones he did that haven't been inked in yet. It's very simple, but also detailed at the same time. So it's easy to add to it, you know? And these are all for a military pinup project to benefit veterans. So
nice. That benefits me, even if I'm not a veteran. I'm getting a lot of benefit from these. Wow, look at these.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've got all kinds of different artists doing these for me and different stuff. And yeah. And here's some of the old style ones he did with me and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like the one. That last one's got the tattoo on her ankles.
Yeah, that part is what I draw in on some of the pieces because I like doing the floral printing and stuff because I have a little bit of a thing for the old French style on that. Mm-hmm. You know.
Mm-hmm. I'm just this cartoon is like funny because this person's like saying I'm such a great artist and I'm the best ever, and they trace over everything for their
you mean Greg Land? Oops, hold on.
not that person. No, it's funny because it's like I've run into some artists that supposedly are professionals, and again I understand for study, right? For study, things like that, but just tracing over, it's like, yeah, I'm a really good artist. It's like, no, you fucking trace that.
Oh man,
too many wannabes and never weres in my experience.
There's a difference between trace a little bit here and there and learn a few things, or use a basic outline off of something versus you're just going to trace the whole thing too.
Right? Yeah. Because I mean, you could always tell people who trace a lot because their style completely changes when they don't trace, like Rick Land. But
like it gets better.
My style changes constantly anyway, so I don't know what I would define myself as.
Well, the thing is that you can tell if a person that's like supposedly a great artist, their fucking drawing is like a mess, and then they trace, and it's like, oh well, it's really good and realistic. Oh, you traced that, didn't you?
Right.
There was when I first moved down here to Pittsburgh. I was going to the Art Institute at the time, and I think it was my third day. I went downtown to this place called Eyes because like it's a pop culture central, you know, all kinds of music, vinyl, stuff like that, comics all over the place. McFarlane toys were blowing up at the time, and I went to find a stack of Blue Line Pro pages. And I'm down there, I'm going through the comic books and stuff, and I can hear this conversation going off to the left. These guys at the counter talking. One guy is talking to this dude that brought in some artwork that he had. It was like one of those things where you're like, all right, he's got it's markered up. It's really orange. It doesn't make any sense, but somehow there's something about it that looks like it's in the shape that it's supposed to be. And the one guy is talking to this dude on the other side of the counter. He's like, yeah, man, it looks really good. I guess you could probably, you know, start drawing some stuff and send some things in to a publisher and see if you can get a job. And then one of the other people walking right behind him, just like he was crop dusting a fart, walks behind me and goes, yeah, he traced that. And then
wasn't there somebody who posted something? I don't remember if it was on the Madness or it was like I think another one of the comic things. Someone had posted up what was obviously a doctored picture of Spider-Man that I guess they had taken from somewhere. Except they had changed the colors, and it's like they put like a honeycomb where the web was supposed to be, And if they think, oh, this is my
Oh,
character,
it was like the
bee.
swarm. It was a
The bee.
swarm. Yeah, I saw that. It was like
Oh,
a
Christ, I
direct
saw
copy
that
of
too. Holy
Spider-Man.
shit, that
It
was
was. I
funny.
mean, it was just
Yeah,
all
we
it
made fun of
was
that.
just they just changed the colors on someone else's artwork and tried to say, oh, this is my character, and it's like, what? Are we in 3rd grade?
Yeah, no,
I don't know. I thought that was a joke.
That
Well,
happens
see,
a lot. They used to warn us when we were about to graduate. They would warn us like, don't let your portfolio out of your sight. Somebody will physically steal your portfolio and try to get a job with it.
Oh, I've heard that happening too. Yeah.
That happened to a friend of mine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we just made fun of that in the Madness when we seen that. I think I posted on the original
Yeah, no,
post.
it was just so painfully.
I
I
think
mean,
on the original post, I posted that GIF with the old ladies talking about that's not how this works.
yeah,
That's not how any of
it
this
was
works.
so cringy. It was so cringy.
It's like you don't think we wouldn't have known, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I've never seen Spider-Man before.
Yeah, everybody was clowning that guy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It's like if you're going to lie to people, at least respect the crowd enough to do a good job at it.
Well, you know what's funny is that there's some people that like want to clown like certain people. Like I've heard, and again, I'm not saying that I believe it, but I've just heard the weirdest ass rumors about comic creators, like with fucking with fucking like Todd McFarlane, sorry, not Scott, Jesus Christ, my head.
McCloud.
Yeah, right. Todd McFarlane, right? Like they were saying, like, oh, that fucker traces shit. That's what, like, okay, whatever. Like they say shit like that, and I'm like, okay, I don't know why you say shit like that, but all right, you know, it's like, yeah, that fucker, he traces shit. I'm like, okay, yeah, Spawn. It's just him doing that, and it's just some one disgruntled like fucking idiot fanboy that says shit.
Always, yeah, it's always, yeah.
It's like some people trash Rob Liefeld, and I'm like, okay, you may or may not like his work, but the guy actually got good at doing it. Like he got famous, so shut up. You're the other asshole on the other end of the table.
A lot of it's sour grapes, in my opinion.
Going to say one thing real quick to this whole debate on what's enough
Hey,
tracing
Glenn.
and stuff before I have to dip out for a little bit and deal with some stuff. This is one of my pieces, and I will explain why I'm using it for this. This piece, I will admit, I did trace a little bit of the base outline of her off of a pinup from a French company. A little bit of the base outline. Basically where the hips are and where the arm was a bit. Because I was trying to draw it and I couldn't get those parts quite right when I drew the rest. But it went from this, and you can see that I do struggle a little with the ink part and get a little weird on my ink lines. But when I finish coloring, it smooths out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that came with a slight amount of trace in a couple spots to help me with the parts I was still learning to draw.
Right, yeah, but that's, you know, I mean,
that's different.
That's different, yeah.
I mean, it's tracing happens a lot, even in the custom paint work that I do, because you'll have customers that find something online, and they'll be like, "It has to be this," and you end up.
And you're like, okay, I'll do my best. I'll try and make it look like that. I have done realism pictures for people where they want me to use my shading technique to make realistic photo pictures of them based on photos of them. When they do that, I'll admit I'll use a little bit on the edges and a few spots to make sure I get the positioning of things right, so it looks closer to the picture like they want it.
I stopped taking commissions from photographs. You know, people say, "Can you do a painting of my child or my husband or my wife?" And the answer is always, "Yes, I can." But then in my head, I used to always say, "But when I show it to you, you're going to be upset because your wife has a big ass nose."
Yeah, that's true.
I haven't had a lot of that happen to me
So
yet,
what I did was, I tell folks, I will do a commission for you.
Extra charge for the Extreme Makeover Edition.
But what I will do is, it's going to be a landscape, and you tell me, I want a seascape at sunrise or a mountainscape at sunset or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll do that. But will I draw your dog or your kid? No. Will I paint them? Heck no.
Yeah, it does. It gets old because, I mean, I have always had this problem, too, where I'm trying to explain. You have to teach customers about art, or you can do good art. Like, you want a picture of you want a panoramic view of something on the front fender of your bike. the front fender of your bike is taller than it is wide. You know what? And
Right.
I'm trying
Right.
to explain it to people without making them feel stupid, which
Right.
sometimes can be, really hard to do.
Because it's not true.
when they realize what they're saying. Like
Yeah, sometimes they just are that stupid.
I just had a guy come in like with a piece of paper and he's got everything measured out. I think I was talking about it the last time I was on the stream because the thing's ready to get picked up. 1/2 inch here, 2 inches from the collar here, blah blah. That's and like just a book of instructions, and then at the end of it goes, "But you're the artist."
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right, I'm
let's
going to
start
jot on
there
that
next
note,
time.
but yeah, I'm going to jot on that note, but yeah, people could be completely nuts when they try to do commissions for people.
Right, and all you are to them is you are the tool.
I
you
hope you guys have a great day. I just
Bye,
got to
Rose.
get some
Thank
stuff done.
you.
You guys all have fun. Have a great
Bye,
day.
Rose.
take it easy.
Have a good one.
See you, Rosanna.
I got to give a shout out right now to our boy Mike Barron. Went out on Fox and Friends this morning talking about Thin Blue Line. That thing is blown up $46,000 right now, man.
What?
Nice.
Good
What?
job, Mike. Good
Yeah,
What?
Fox and Friends.
Yeah. He went
Oh,
on Fox
forget
and
it.
Friends
Yeah,
this
he just
That's
yeah,
better
that's
than
it.
going on EBS's stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, Fox and Friends is kind of like nationwide, baby.
Yeah,
he had
it's
a
Sunday
good-
morning nationwide. Forget it, and it's police officers.
He was
That's the
interviewed-
best kind of story.
He was interviewed by Pete Hegseth, I think is his name.
Yeah, that's who it is. Yeah.
And it was a good interview. Mike was solid, bro. Mike was solid. And he's getting some. Look, when we started this show, it was at 45, and it's over 46 now. So I mean, it's just a continuous hit now. He's gonna blow up. I love it.
Awesome.
Well, he deserves to. He's only been doing this for I don't know, about 40 years. Fuck.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, and it's a different track. Not a lot of people know about indie comics, or at least not enough people know about indie comics. So it's not just that he's bringing attention to his own book; he's bringing his attention to the whole movement.
The high tide raises all ships.
He
Yeah, right.
brought the attention to
Wow.
the fact that all the publishers wouldn't take the book.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He had
That's
to
funny as
publish it
hell.
himself, and he
That
made
always
sure
happens.
he knew that, man.
Has anybody noticed that always happens? It's like every single large publishing company or record company, whatever the fuck, they reject. Every single one of them reject the one thing that's going to wind up becoming a classic that's going to be around for generations to come.
It's like
fucking
that
insane.
scene. It's like that scene where in Bohemian Rhapsody where what is it? Bohemian Rhapsody is not supposed to be the song to concentrate on. And
No, really.
guys, if you want to do it.
Right.
Oh, wow. that song was the one that you had to ignore? Holy shit.
Oh yeah, I think it was.
That's funny.
It's like Mike Myers played the part. I can't remember who it was. It was a good movie. I mean, it was formulaic as hell, but they did it right.
Well, yeah. It's hard to do. It's hard to
I
take
don't
something
mind
and not make it
formulaic.
electro.
If the formula is good, don't fuck with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
Exactly.
but that's actually one of the things I really like about Walk Hard is because it is every single rags to riches, musical artist trope in every movie, and it makes it's great. It's like Airplane.
Yep.
I love it.
wow.
Or even more Airplane, the big bus. Does anybody ever remember that one?
Oh, God, no.
The
Say
big
it again.
bus.
No, I don't.
The
I
big
remember
bus.
Atomic Train.
It might have been the same kind of thing, but it was an airplane disaster movie, but it happened on this giant bus. Same drama, you know what I mean? The same like
Ow.
that was big at the time too, like the Poseidon Adventure.
Oh, Irwin Allen.
All these disaster movies.
The Towering Inferno.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was with OJ. I remember that shit. That was funny as hell.
Listen, our house burned to the ground. The fire started under my bed.
Ooh.
And my dad takes us to go see the Towering Inferno. Are you kidding me, Dad?
Oh my God.
That is such a dad thing, isn't it?
That is a bad thing.
Does everybody have a story like that where some tragedy happens in their life that they're dealing with and somehow it's out there in the media in your face?
Yeah.
Not
Spice
so
World.
much in the media.
No, I mean it's not even intentional either. Like,
No.
The shit just happens. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You now. Well, I'm not even gonna give unless somebody wants to hear it. But I've got a good one like that, and it's,
Please.
I mean,
it's messed up. Okay.
yeah.
When I was a kid, my dad died of a massive coronary about
Jesus,
6
man.
feet in front of me.
Wow.
That's
Sat
fucked up.
down,
All right, man.
right, hold on a second. Sat down in his easy chair, said the words, "I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack," and then did. Now, massive coronaries come with strange noises, snortings, and stuff like that. And it was really like one of the trippiest things I've ever seen in my life. This is 1978. Okay, right when this movie Magic with Anthony Hopkins and Burgess Meredith is about to come out, about a ventriloquist who is losing his mind. He doesn't know where he ends and the puppet begins and whatever. And in this commercial is the puppet talking about how, this will happen and that will happen, and then, you'll be dead. And then the puppet's eyes roll up to the top of his head. I was like, why in the world would fate let me see something like that? It was like, and then Superman comes out, and there's this scene where dies of a heart attack. I'm like, God, it's like one thing after the next.
Yeah.
So I didn't mean to bring the room down, but I was like,
introduce the other one.
No, what's funny, I don't know why I would like the other day I was thinking about that exact scene too, where it's like he's in the middle of the field and all of a sudden you just see him hold his arm and then it just collapses and that's it. And it's like,
Right. Yeah. I mean, my sister and I were just talking about it the other day. I'm like, it was such a good movie, except that, and of course, I mean, it was, who was that? Glenn Ford.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Glenn Ford. He played Pa Kent.
Great actor. Did a really good job, but man, it just like straight to the core.
Yep.
Like Pa Kent.
Now somebody say something funny.
Well, actually, it's funny. All right, I have something.
Good.
So, Christopher Lee used to be part of the SAS, right? He was a badass fucker.
No kidding. Okay.
Oh, God,
the British Secret Service.
Right.
Like the elite. So what happened was that at one part, how Saruman is supposed to get stabbed, right?
Yeah.
By Wormtongue. So Peter Jackson was going like, oh, okay, he's got to say, and like start yelling. And fucking Christopher Lee goes up to him and said, no, when you stab somebody, they're actually.
Because he knew.
Yeah, because he probably fucking did it quite a few times, or he saw it.
Well, just like he was the only person on set who actually met Tolkien.
Oh, really?
Like, what did that man not do?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with Christopher Lee. That's why I was like kind of laughing when he did that, because like when you do stab somebody, it's not like, oh yeah, it's just like it's this. It's like, no, it's actually pretty fucking gnarly, dude.
Right, yeah.
Actually, that's funny. I learned that one from a Turner and Hooch. If you stab somebody in the back, you want to make sure you get them in their lungs so that they can't scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one they taught
Turner and Hooch.
The one they taught us in the military was never slit a man's throat. They flop around and make all kinds of noise.
Okay.
Not only that as well, but it sprays it up the wall, so it's pretty easy to go, oh.
Yeah.
It's amazing how
I'm
much
learning
stuff
all
we
these
learn
new
from movies,
glorious ways to
right?
kill people. Holy shit,
I
man.
think the one thing...
He says they're glorious ways.
Yeah.
Glorious ways to kill something.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
The one thing movies always get wrong is the bullet shot. If you get shot, they normally have like a nice hole in their chest, and then they have a nice hole out the back, and that's not happening.
No,
the bullet goes in, but the back is completely blown open.
Yeah, because there's an exit wound.
All right, Rich.
Well, it's not
Yes,
the
sir.
exit. It's obviously
Help me
the
out
heat
here.
of the bullet going
Help me
through
out with what?
heats the water
It
in
looks
the muscles.
fine.
And they explode.
I mean, I'm not done with the sunglasses. What I'm asking is, this scene is a bright sunlit scene. So do I want really no grays and just black and white to represent that, or?
I do. If it's really brightly lit, I would just use
Minimal.
harsh negative and positive spaces. Yeah, like heavy
Okay.
shadowing. I wouldn't use any gray.
All right, cool.
I wouldn't use any gray. I mean, that's just me, but I wouldn't use any gray.
Well, that's what I was thinking, and since you
All
agree,
right.
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, it's great minds, I guess. Great minds. Fuck. I am tired as all shit. It's now 7:30. I'm gonna get going in a few minutes, guys, because I need to relax, and I'm gonna take a fucking nap, even though it's late. Don't ask me why.
7:30.
Yeah, well, I live in the UK.
Oh wow, okay. It
Yeah, man.
doesn't sound like it.
No, I'm not British. I'm not British.
Well, yeah,
I'm not
He's a
British.
Canadian.
That's the
not-
thing, because there's no person in the background going, cup of tea, love. You don't know he's in Britain.
Right.
Yeah, would you like a cup of tea? Would you like a drink?
How was
Good.
Britain meant to sound? It's like if you go to America, it's just all nice and great. You come to Britain, it's just a bunch of people going, "Oi, fuck you! Come on then."
Is it
or it's New York.
Yeah.
It's New York.
is 2 fingers knuckle forward straight up the same thing as our middle finger?
Yeah,
I think so.
basically,
Yeah.
Clicking the V's is
Yeah, get stuff.
so the way that used to come about again. History.
Oh,
What it was is that,
History's
is-
screwing things up again.
yes, let's get into this. So basically what it was is it was our way of offending the French, because when we caught their archers back in the medieval days, we used to cut the 2 fingers off.
Mm-hmm.
And it was our way of going, haha, I've still got mine, but it turned into an insult.
I used to do this, and I would tell people, because sometimes one finger just ain't enough.
That's right, it isn't.
That's a good one.
But the thing is, that's a different thing. If I did that to a French person, they'd think, ooh la la.
Shit.
Oh yeah. Is that like that's right? Right next door to 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
That's basically it, yeah.
Oh,
Yummy. Oh,
Or what they
gosh.
call the devil's claw, which is that kind of thing.
He's back.
Devil's claw. Holy shit, man. God, all this profanity and all these finger things. I'm starting to get hungry.
You want to see like what Shipper drew on her fucking like picture?
What?
Jesus.
What?
It's still really rough,
There it
but
is.
she's just showing how well she traced everything. What a great artist she is.
That's cool. I know. I was
Frank Landis, my God.
a special place in my heart for the people who are so self-aware. Not that they don't know how to draw, but that they know that they don't, and they have fun with it.
Well, the thing is that these are the people that brag so much about how good they are. It's like, why do
Yeah.
you trace then all the time?
Yeah.
I understand, as I said, if you're studying something or the shape of it, but if you're going like, this is my artwork and you fully traced it, it's like, you're an asshole.
That's true.
yeah,
That's
or
different.
take that to the next level when they plagiarize something.
Oh yeah.
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 Oh, I've seen people do that before. The people that trace, I mean, it's sometimes a force of plagiarism when they do it the way they do it. But one person like put up like a wonderful like picture of like the biblical angel and said, yeah, like maybe more eyeballs and stuff, and the person did not attribute it, and everybody thought it was that person.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Somebody, I shit you not. I don't know if anybody saw this one. I was just going across a couple of the group pages, and I saw a piece of art where it's like a whole crap ton of heroes are doing everything they can to defeat this really large monster. And as soon as I saw the damn thing, I was like, wow, someone entirely swiped Crisis of Infinite Earth's cover for number 12. And that person was like, he was getting so much love for this. Like, oh my God, this is amazing. He's like, why, thank you. And I'm like, you motherfucker, you just ripped off George Perez. You're not even giving him the respect.
Well, I mean, it's like, not for nothing. Like the cover that I'm working on right now, like I said, at the beginning of the show, it's based on a cover by John Pizima. It's one of the Conan covers. I just don't remember specifically, because like what I'm trying to do, and I've been doing that a lot lately, is taking a lot of his covers and remaking them, because I'm trying to like figure out like how he works his compositions, and like what makes his covers so different than a lot of other covers, especially modern covers, which tend to lean more towards pinups rather than telling a story. So it's like, so I think that the real issue is when like people
When
do.
you don't
take,
give attribution,
right? It's like someone's probably watching this stream right now, and they go, "Oh, I know exactly where that cover came from," and I'd be like, "Yes, that's the cover,"
Right.
as opposed to like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I've never saw that before. It's pure coincidence."
Yeah, there's a difference. There's a huge difference between
There is a huge
plagiarism and
difference.
paying homage.
Yeah.
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 And this guy plagiarized it, and I saw no homage on the cover. I saw no acknowledgement that it was George Perez's actual thing. I'm just like, guys, how do you not see this?
Right,
I'm just
also,
like,
yeah, because it's always funny
Ugh.
when they try to swipe something that's so iconic,
yeah,
you know, and it's like
how stupid are you?
right, and it's like, yeah, it's like, what, you think nobody would notice this? It's like the bee guy with the Spider-Man artwork. It's like, did you think
Brianna.
nobody would notice?
Yeah,
Well, it's like this, it's like just do Google image search, and you can tell if that artwork's been stolen or not now.
What was I watched? What did I think it was, I took either one of my kids. I took him to see the first Amazing Spider-Man, the Andrew Garfield, which I think he did a much. That's my Spider-Man. I'm just going to come out and say it. But
it's okay.
At the end, when they do that final shot at the end, and it's that iconic, and I'm like, I know that's. They're paying tribute to a Todd McFarlane Spider-Man piece.
Yeah, of course.
You can see it. It's clear. It's clear as day for anybody that read the comic book and knows his art. The way the body was positioned, and all that. And I was like, well, that's cool. They're they're paying tribute, because without that, you don't get the movies. Without the book, without the the writing, the original art, there's nothing. There's nothing to have, which is, I think, why a lot of this stuff is being changed and retconned and blue pilled. You can't just change the movies into something that nobody can see. You have to change the source material into something that they think anyone will want, but don't actually.
Well, yeah, because what they're trying to do with the big trend is just trying to homogenize everything into like this gray paste that they could sell to anyone. Yeah. It's like, but here they are taking some of the biggest IPs, like with the strongest fandoms.
Yeah.
And they think that they could just turn it into something that, your grandma would like. And then it's like, and because of that, it needs to be like, they have to strip all personality from it, and just like kind of like how I feel Disney is doing with Star Wars, really.
Yeah.
That it's like that they're stripping out everything that gives the whole thing an edge, so that grandmas can watch it in it's like and enjoy it, when that's not everything is meant for everybody.
Well, I know that if I noticed this whenever I was writing, my story, that if I came up with some sort of a change that happened early on in what I had originally wrote, that caused a wilder swing out near the further pages. If this happens, then this has to happen. If that happens, then this has to happen. But the further to the beginning of the story that I made the change, the wilder the swing was. When I think in where they're trying to change the culture in the movies is the reason why the culture is now trying to be changed in the comic book itself, because they're realizing that those changes have to be made at the beginning. Otherwise, the swing is too wild out near the edges, and that's where nobody really wants it. That's why they can't make any money off of it. Did that make any sense just now?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
it tell did. Myself by the time.
It did. It's the one thing that one of the things that I think is a little bit troubling. It's just a continuous money grab with whatever IPs you have. I mean, for me, it's humanizing a lot of Disney villains.
Thank you. That is such a pet peeve of mine.
I can't stand it.
Let villains be villains. Yes, I don't want them to go into therapy. I don't want the redemption arc.
No, there is no fucking redemption arc. None. I mean, they make the movie about fucking Cruella DeVille. Yeah. She's like, my mom was killed by mutant fucking Dalmatians and shit. Now I'm a psychopath.
Rich, there's a reason they're humanizing the villains. because they don't want heroes to be heroes.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
it seems like
like I
it.
said, they're
Badass
flattening
villain.
out. They're
Superman
flattening
can
out
hold up a
everything.
sign.
Yeah, it's like they're flattening out everything. It's
They
like
are. I can't stand it either.
like
Superman can hold up a sign.
I am so irritated by the new Boba Fett series. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I call him Buffy
It's
Fart.
like it's like really, it's like this whole concept of the benevolent crime lord, and I'm like, is everybody at Disney retarded? You know, I mean, it's like no. If he's a crime lord, he's a crime lord. He's supposed to be fucking Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like he's supposed to. I mean, it's like he's supposed to be Don Corleone. Whatever. Thank you.
That's
I mean,
fucked
he's
up.
not
That's messed up you
supposed
said
to
it like
be.
that.
Yeah, I know. It's like I am
Just ask the people in Mexico.
Don Cornholio.
Just ask the people.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I mean, but the thing is, it's like the whole thing of trying to make him like, well, he's the bad guy, but he's a nice bad guy, and it's like, no, absolutely not. This is unacceptable.
It is unacceptable. It's like fucking. I mean, it's like the same thing with Cruella de Vil. It's like we get the idea that it's like, okay, her mom died because a couple of Dalmatians happened to shove her off a fucking cliff.
Right.
Okay.
But you know what that does? Yeah, but you know what that does? You watch the cartoon, and then it's like, you're thinking, oh, Dalmatians killed her mother. Yeah, so screw all those dogs. Screw them. Make a coat out of them.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, so now she's okay, she spent her life taking puppies, skinning them alive and wearing them on her fucking body.
Right.
It's like, hello, Buffalo Bill. I mean,
it's
it puts the lotion
philosophically,
in the basket. I mean, come on, man.
No, I want villains.
Yeah, you can't have
it
heroes
is the
unless you have
effort.
villains.
I think it's like, I want Kingpin. It's like you see, that's who Boba Fett is supposed to be. He's supposed to be Kingpin. He's not supposed to be whatever pussy they have him being right now.
I mean, that's the thing that kind of annoys me about some of the whole, like, you can have like benevolent villains, but the thing is, they kind of doing it in a way. It's like they're going like, well, he's supposed to be like a Mexican drug lord. So you do realize how nice they are to the people down there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like the ultimate like thing of privilege right here, you idiots. It's like, come on.
It's absolutely ridiculous. But the thing is, though, it has everything to do with, well, we want to be able to sell the Boba Fett toys to children, but we don't want to be icky about it.
Fucking like we got the Boba Fett toys. Like we didn't turn out to be too bad.
Right, exactly.
There's absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, it's everything right about teaching your children who and how to recognize the bad guys. I still for the longest time, and not that I'm ever going to run for it, but if I ever did, I would try to make chess and poker requirements for elementary school kids.
That's a really good idea.
Bring back gaming clubs like that. Yeah, you know what? There should be a poker club in high school.
I learned to play chess in 2nd grade, and I learned to play poker probably in 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah, because playing poker is learning about how people operate and understanding
but that's gambling.
No, it's not. No, let me just tell you.
There's
one of the greatest.
There's been a sociological movement a social philosophical movement going on for a long time that wants to invalidate the concept of there being moral absolutes.
Yeah.
There can't be a moral absolute right and a moral absolute wrong. It's all subjective. And so you get these stories where, well, okay, but from her point of view, Cruella is just a victim. Well, here you go. Almost done with that panel.
I meet a lot of people that are so-called victims, and they end up using that to bully people.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Exactly. Oh, you mean like Twitter, all of Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Look at the people that, like, have hit me up. They're like, oh, fucking, you're a terrible person. It's like, why? Because I just didn't talk to you?
Yeah.
You're doing everything against me. Oh, no. And I'm like, I never talked to you for X amount of years. I never even thought of you. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah. It's like, are you invalidating my feelings? Yes, I am. Want to see me do it again? I mean, it's like,
right.
It's like,
yeah.
Would you do me a favor and read this comment in an English accent so we get the Bristolian Dave feel?
Oh, there we go.
Okay. and you're not to be insane and evil anymore. You need to have a soppy backstory about their mental health, not just people are just fucking evil.
Right, exactly. There's a reason. I mean, it's like, gosh, it's like, I mean, it's like there's a reason that some of my favorite characters in media is Patrick Bateman in both the books and the movie American Psycho. I mean, it's like, yeah, one of my favorite authors is Bret Easton Ellis, because it's like he does these absolutely ridiculously amoral characters, if not completely psychopathic. Yeah. It's the reason why I enjoyed Gillian Flynn and Gone Girl, because again, this is even rarer because she made a female character completely screwed up without a tragic backstory.
That
like
movie stuck with me. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
The book is even worse. You have to read the book Gone Girl, because I think there's a vibe that they don't catch in the movie that's in the book.
What's the one that she wrote that I read it? My wife is really into those books, and I read the one about the girl who's constantly cutting on herself.
Right.
What was that one?
Let's see, because
I don't want to get you off track. I just thought maybe
off
the top of your head.
Well, yeah, it's like, because I read, because usually I read Gillian Flynn when it's like I'm really in an angry mood. So I don't quite remember which one it was. I can't even remember the other one where the one that they did another movie of. But it's like the more messed up a character is, it's like, I don't know, I just find them more interesting.
They are.
And I think
this is what. Oh, go on,
they can be messed up. Everybody is messed up. The difference between the good guys and the bad guys is that the good guys had the courage to realize that they were messed up and do something about it. I'm not supposed to have sympathy for somebody whose heart is evil continually, like it says in the Bible, just like mine, but resist those temptations. Versus the people who don't. I'm not supposed to have sympathy for people who don't.
Yeah, well, it's like, but the thing is, though, it's like, but when we're talking about in media and fiction, I mean, part of the appeal is that we get to enjoy this behavior without being that person. It's kind of like, it's like, okay, this is dangerous behavior. I mean, yes, it's ridiculous in real life. It's like, no, I do not want to meet Tyler Durden in person, but Tyler Durden is mad entertaining.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it's like being on a roller coaster. It's a media version of a roller coaster. I mean, it's like we don't want to really be in a car that's careening out of control, but but we go on a roller coaster to kind of experience the feeling in a safe manner. And what happens is that we have a lot of these smooth brains who think that, everything has to be redeemed. Everybody has to have a backstory. Everybody has to make sure that they understand this behavior is not good, because obviously we're all babies and we need to be completely spoon-fed by media as to what's right and what's wrong.
Oh, these motherfuckers, they never have read Story of the Eye.
My God, that book! Damn!
I love that fucking book.
That book!
Story of the Eye. I gotta hear this.
What is it?
Right. It's it's
a fucked up book. That's all I gotta say.
What is it? It's what is it? Like it's the priest, and it's
the priest. It's a priest. These two teenagers.
Yeah.
They do like some crazy shit. Like they do necrophilia.
There's a scene with an egg, and it's like, it's just like
balls, you name it.
Forgive me for interrupting. I'm gonna bounce. I'm finished.
All right.
I gotta get going because I'm tired as hell. I'm so happy all of you guys showed up. That's awesome.
No, it's fun to see you, bud.
I'm gonna talk to you cats later.
All right, talk to you later.
Okay.
I will. Bye.
Bye. So what's funny is that what I've learned also too is that you can be mentally ill and still be an asshole.
Well, that's true too. Yeah, I mean, it's
because I've had so many people say I suffer from this and this, and they're just the most fucking toxic ass people, and it's like,
because
they're
using it as an excuse, as opposed to taking care of their issue. It's like, but telling them to go to therapy is ableist.
I've had one person when I used the word retard, I think she cried because I didn't fucking acknowledge her. But she said, "Oh, that's ableist that you said retard." And I was thinking, okay, take moron and idiot out of your fucking vocabulary too.
Right, yeah, it's like, it's just like, look, just like how I want to strangle everybody who uses the word problematic. It's like,
I hate that word.
You're all using it wrong.
word.
It's like problematic is an actual academic / clinical term that has an actual meaning. That means you have an actual problem to solve. It does not mean this thing makes me feel icky, and I'm going to make it your problem. That's not what problematic.
You're using the word
Let me interrupt you real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me interrupt real quick. North Free, my cheese bro right there. That's the merch guy. Okay, so if he's still here, he's seen it. If he's not still here, I'll make sure that he knows that what's up. But yeah, he's right there.
My cheese bro is Chris Hicks.
Yeah, that's the.
What's that for the merch? Like which merch? Your merch?
My merch, yeah, the madness merch, and the I said it hat line. The I said it hat line has things like about Biden.
Let's go, Brandon.
And Danny. You know what's up. Yeah, we have a hat line now, and we have Madness merch where you can get all the different Madness logos and stuff on hats and hoodies and T-shirts and whatever. You know what's up. Madness merch. That's the place right there.
Joe Biden is really good at being president. Just ask him. He'll tell you.
Oh.
Hey, if he makes me some money, he can go right on being a dumbass for a little while longer.
How is he doing that?
Yes, people buy hats that say F Biden.
All right. You used to see those signs of Obama in the gun shop, salesman of the year.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Hold up. Let me see if I can find one to show you real quick. Do I got one handy? I don't think I have one handy. Let me see. Which one do you want to see? Do you want to see the
all of them?
The sexy one.
You can see that one. The Madness Comic Network. Yeah.
That's a really nice logo. I really like that logo.
He made that too. Chris Hicks designed that logo too.
I really like that.
Yeah, it's Rocky Horror Picture Show and something else.
It's Rocky Horror Picture Show and the Roller
Joker Smile. Oh, the 40 Licks album. No, I thought it always looked like the Joker's smile.
Yeah, I thought so too. Although it's it's for all the fandoms.
Yeah, it's everything.
There you go. The I said it hat line where I can put whatever I want in that little word bubble. So if you got something you want Pops to say on your hat, I'll do it.
Yes, I want it to say they have dyslexia.
It's had a Mother Goose and Grimm cartoon I'd seen once. It said "Dyslexics of the World, untie."
Untie, yeah. Oh, I've always wanted that on a T-shirt.
So Chris designed the smile logo, and he also set up the merch store for us. Gotta love dude, man. He's totally helped me out. There's stuff. Look, I'm a defer to those who know kind of guy.
Yeah.
I don't have to make all the money. Okay. I don't have to. If you already have a platform that I can work into, that I can just promote. That's what I do anyway, right?
Right.
It doesn't change anything that I'm doing, and I don't have to dedicate all my time to worrying about if your merch got shipped out.
Yeah.
That's I get to keep doing what I do.
Yeah,
takes all the pressure off me. I don't have to have a store. He's got the store.
Is that is he working at like a Teespring thing, or?
It's a Shopify store. He's got a lot of different stuff. He's got some of his own stuff, some other people's stuff up there. It's it's like a catalog. There's a keyword search. If you just hit Madness, then you get all my stuff. But I said it hat line, and he made this video for us. Check it out. So, I mean, Chris is a good dude, man. He's helped me out a lot. That's, what else can you ask for?
Chris is good people.
I don't have time to do all that and still promote what everybody else is doing.
That's good.
Okay.
Things like that. Friends with more time than I've got.
I like friends with skills I don't have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why not both?
I've always been a defer to those who know kind of guy. I mean, why should I take time away from the promotion that I do to try to figure all this crap out when I can just go to Chris and go, hey, yo, set me up. And it didn't interrupt me at all. I kept right on rolling. I sent him some pictures. I sent him this, right? We talked, but I don't have to run the store. I don't have to worry about production. I don't have to worry about any of that. I get a
right.
I get a percentage. Like I said, I don't need all the money. I'd rather have it.
I need all the money.
I want all the money. I will do all the money.
Yes.
All the money.
I've always been about sharing the wealth, though. That's the whole reason I go out here and I promote what you guys all do.
You know what pisses me off about artists and comic artists? They say, you will never make money in comics. Like, that's why you all poor.
Right.
So you want to scrape and eat shit? Fine. Okay. You have fun doing that. And I'm not saying you have to be like a ruthless business person. It's just.
No, they're out there, though.
I mean, yeah, there are, but you don't have to be ruthless in order to be successful.
No, I've ended partnerships because I didn't like the way that somebody was, running things, and my name was on it with them. I had to get out.
True.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you actually do have to run an ethical business for it to go on. Right. Sometimes you aren't nice. You can't be nice with if somebody's going to be fucking you over, but you shouldn't have this attitude, I better fuck over everybody else before everybody else fucks me over. I'm like, all right, dumbass, let's see how that works. Oh, guess what? That didn't work well for you.
I did have a couple other quick announcements I wanted to make. One of them is this guy right here. You've seen him showing up in the chat a lot lately. His name is Ryan Mills. He's in Madness. He's also going to be the campaign manager for Enter the Cromverse.
Nice.
Cromniverse. Enter the Cromniverse. He's going to be the one running the campaign. We've been talking a lot. He was like the one that really motivated me to come out here and really do this. So
is that TCC?
Yeah. So again, share the wealth. You're the one that got me to do it. Come with me, make it happen. We already got some great people lined up. Daphne, we got room for a couple more.
Oh, maybe. Maybe I might be able to fit in a pinup or something. I got an idea.
Well, I mean, it's like you can get in there any way you want. You know
right,
how I
okay.
do this, right?
Yeah.
Any way you want to do some kind of cross promotion, you're more than welcome. 6 to 10 pages by the end of March, if you want to actually do a story.
Yeah, pages. It's like pages are hard, man. Pages are hard. I gotta save that energy for my stuff.
I know. Well, I mean, it would be your stuff, though.
Right.
You just be John Crom in with it. It'd be your stuff.
I need to get more well versed on. I'll just say what it is that you're talking about. You touched on it in the last stream that I was on.
Oh, you don't know Crom?
Well, I know a Crom. I don't know if I know your Crom. Okay.
This guy right here, okay, Edwin Artex Padillo won the comic-related Madness logo contest with this logo. Okay, and that's what you see on all of our stuff, on all our cards and everything, right?
He's your rat fink.
Huh?
He's your rat fink.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he created the logo, and then I took the guy.
Yeah.
And we gave him a life. We gave him a backstory. We get, everything. And it was like, it didn't feel right for me to go do this without hitting Edwin up and going, hey, man, you want to be part of this? Because he is the guy who drew Crom first. Mm-hmm. Crom didn't have a name or anything. We didn't know what he was going to grow into. But, I mean, now he's everywhere. Everybody's drawn him,
Yeah, that's what when I say he's your rat fink, that's what I mean. The green.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, I'm surprised you don't know about rat fink, Pop. You should look it up. It's I would think it's kind of up your alley.
He got big balls.
Yeah, I kind of know rat fink, but I was more of a stainless steel rat.
Oh.
I gotta read some of those. I had a roommate who was all about those books.
Dude, I loved those books. They were great.
Right.
So, anyways, I don't want to get you off track, but so you're doing a comic book with this guy, or
so we decided. Well, I mean, you know, we've given him a life. He's been part of the madness for over a year. You know, he's our CromCon mascot. You know, I mean, obviously. So many different people have drawn him, and it's like I'm like, okay. When we made the NFT Crom in Judgment, we actually classified him as an internet troll in the metadata.
Okay.
So once he was classified as an internet troll,
that's really kind of cool.
This is the actual NFT. I'm about to show you in a second. The actual NFT.
I keep going into these the more I stay on this stream, the more rabbit holes I find myself in.
That's a good thing.
Like, I mean, I understand I think I understand the concept of an NFT. I just don't know how it works.
Well, I think NFTs are actually killing crypto because a bunch of people are tying money up into pieces of art, and they're tying their crypto into the art, into all this art, and then there's like and now the crypto value's falling because nobody's trading in it.
That's what I mean. Like, I know the NFTs work the same way.
I kind of think that's what's happening, but I'm not a financial wizard or anything. But you know, when we made the NFTs, that was when we classified him as an internet troll.
Okay.
And that was where his story started to kind of evolve. You know, it's like he lives in the internet. He was created in the internet. He was created on a digital tablet. You know what I mean? He was created in the internet. So he pretty much, you know, he can flop around wherever he wants to go and mess with your files or her files or his files or turn your show off. He can do all kinds of, you know, he has
kind of like the gremlin in the old Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Yeah, exactly what I said.
He's like, he can do, you know, pretty much mess with anything. Okay. And because we're stupid humans and we send spaceships out into space and radio waves out into space and stuff, he's cromnipotent. Okay, as long as there's some form of internet that he can connect to, he can mess with anything and everything. Right. And some people have already come up with some great stories. Look, Trash Can Conductor is also writing a story in this, and the concept for his is freaking amazing. So, you know, I mean, I want everybody to have fun. There's a couple of conditions. Everybody has to do at least one drawn-in tier for fan interaction in their story.
I don't know what that means, Pops.
What?
Drawn-in tier? What does that mean?
That means they have to put a tier in the campaign that they draw somebody into the story.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like you did me and, you know, like you did me and yours.
Okay.
A drawn-in tier. Okay.
Gotcha.
So every story is also fan interactive. Okay. So I want to bring 6, 8, 10 different artists, do a 6 to 10 page story each, or creators, you know. I want to bring at least one fan interaction into each of those stories.
Hey, Phantasmagora Cole, welcome.
I love Fanta. Hi, Fanta.
And hi, Brianna. I spoke to you earlier, but everybody was rah, rah, rah when I spoke to you. So.
You get me talking about my stuff. It's like, oh, crap. Because, you know, so anyway, RJ at Critical Blast, he's going to be handling the fulfillment. You know, it's like, as long as the creators come through with their pages, this is happening. Okay. Submissions, I want to, for an actual submission, I want to see a script for 6 to 10 pages and at least 2 pieces of consecutive art to put on the sign-up page.
I'm just sending you the finished product.
No, I need 2 pages of consecutive art to put on the sign-up page. 2 panels.
All right.
2 panels, you know, just so that everybody's art is actually represented on the
pages and panels. You say 2 pages versus 2 panels. That's
2 panels. I said 2 panels of consecutive art by the end of the month. You know, just so that I got something to put on the sign-up page.
Right.
Okay.
Everybody's art's represented for the story they're going to do. You know, that's it, man. You know, have it to me by the deadline and have it drawn into your. Be ready to draw a fan into your story somewhere. You know, have a blank face that you can put somebody there. You know, somewhere in your story. That's all. Real simple.
The cab driver.
The conductor's going to handle the add-on type crazy stuff. He was talking about maybe one of them little croms that you paint, you know, them little figures.
Yeah, like a 3D printed figure.
Yeah, a little crom maybe as an add-on or something. We got some ideas.
I want a Crom plushie. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and see, people talk about crom plushies. You can already get crom. You can already get crocheted croms. Talk to Cindy Cap.
Cool.
You can already get a crocheted crom. Dude, she sent this to me, and I waited till Christmas to open it, and I was blown away. It's one of my favorite presents this year. It's my little crom. He gets to sit right up here, hang out with Joe. Y'all know Joe. Joe, right?
What's the first best place to find out more about this besides here? You talking about it?
I have a post in the Madness that has, you know, basically everything that you need to know. The only thing I ask is that everybody who writes a story, I want Crom to have basically the same personality. I don't want people writing differently. So I want to consult about how Crom would act or react to certain situations in your story. I don't want to write your story, but I want Crom to be Crom. Okay, so I want everybody to at least hit me up, you know, for how he acts, his mannerisms, you know, how he talks. Doc already asked me, I think, you know, how does he talk? How does he communicate? And we threw some different things back and forth. I think Doc's going to start with a binary communication and evolve it from there or something, you know. So Doc's probably story will be early in the book, you know, because he's talking about, you know, how Crom communicates and how he evolves into actual sentience and communication with everybody else. So,
and he's an asshole.
Yeah, and he's an asshole. He's a troll. He's an internet troll. Yo.
No redemption arcs.
Yeah.
Fuck redemption arcs.
No, and I want people to have fun with it. You know, bring your character through the Cromniverse. Take Crom to your universe to interact with your characters. Have fun. You know.
When you say the Madness,
comic-related madness on Facebook.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. Oh,
the best kept secret on Facebook.
I'm not on Facebook.
Well, my friend, I think I put it on the Twitter too, but it's like probably scrolled way down since then. Let me.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not pinned to your. It's not like a pinned tweet on your.
No, I have a whole. I change my pinned tweets every day, man.
Okay.
I got stuff. I got way too much stuff happening.
No, I get
don't
it.
we all? Don't we all? So Pops, using that as a segue. So thank you for the time to allow me to concentrate on at least getting the first layer of inks on my piece here. This was fun. This was fun. Definitely, I'll have to do it again. And I guess it's like I just want to say hi and goodbye to everybody who's watching and in the chat and everything, and you know, so also in the meantime, you can visit my website at eagleworks.com if you want to see more of my artwork and check out the launch page for my upcoming Kickstarter in March for Eagle Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn issues 1 through 4. And before I go, just one more thing to say. Make sure you buy independent comics, especially ours.
Right on.
That's how we do it.
So,
that's how we do it.
That's how we do it here. So, with that, I'll see everybody next time.
Anytime, every Sunday at 1 o'clock.
There you
you're
go.
Always welcome.
Thank you very much. So, bye, everybody. Bye.
Take it easy.
Bye.
I love Daphne.
Yeah. I might have to bail here soon to have the last.
Excuse me, it's just the Rona.
Yeah, same here.
Last few hours of the weekend, probably the last Steelers game of the season. My wife is upstairs watching it load.
Yeah, there you go. There's the link right there.
Okay, great. All right. But do you have? Can you put in the Twitter in the private chat so I can bookmark it?
My Twitter is just at Madness Comics.
No, I mean like the.
Oh, see if I can find that actual post. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let's go back about 4 or 5 days to find it.
Did you hashtag it? Let me hashtag it. Or let me get to the head. My video. This is the 2000 Mac.
I'm pinning it back to the top right now.
Okay, great.
There you go.
All right, let me get it. This video card's messed up. Is
And
that
that's just kind of a really quick synopsis. And you don't have enough time to explain stuff like this on Twitter. I'd have to make 10 tweets. That's what I
got
did.
that
If you go
long-
if
that-
you go over to the Madness, you see the whole, deadlines, everything that's expected. Let me see
Sometimes
what-
I regret getting
Now-
off
Now,
Facebook.
Mighty Geek has had horrible connection problems for the last hour, but tilt that a little bit so the light ain't hitting it quite so hard so we can see it. Tilt it. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
What's up, Mighty Geek?
Hey, Mighty.
Hey, let's started this last night.
Nice. Very nice.
The reason I did
Last
some
night,
of this is more detailed than other.
That's a lot of progress for one night.
I like the dragons. I really like the dragons. I love people that draw dragons, man. Dragon.
I have a dragon bracelet.
Yep.
I got a dragon ex-wife.
One of them is more detailed than the other, so when you get to that level of detail, it's like, especially when you're on scales.
Scales. I know. Scales and feathers and all that stuff. What's up, Doc?
Second panel finished. This is Elizabeth when she's gone on her vendetta. She takes a break one day and goes to a park. You can't see the pencils, they're still rough. And she sees a happy mother and child playing in the park together, and she can't have that. And it pisses her off, so she leaves. She contemplates walking away from it all and going back to just leading a normal life, but that's not for her.
Yeah, so you mean she can't have children, or she ain't having that?
She is obsessed with revenge.
Okay.
And has no room for anything else in her life.
Okay. So most
So
women.
there's the.
That was I shouldn't.
If you click that link, you
Let's
should
see.
be able to see the Facebook post, even if you're not on Facebook. You should
Yeah,
be able
I
to
hope
see it.
so.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, it's gonna be fun, dude. And like I said, I was really jacked that the guy who initially drew Crom, before Crom had a name or a backstory or anything, the guy that initially drew him is gonna do the main cover for the book. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
And I've already seen a couple of different things that he's done. He's just blowing me away, man. And it's only been a day and a half since I approached him. I've already seen 2 different cover designs. And it's good stuff. It's fire, boy. It's fire, no doubt.
It's like fire tonight.
Yeah, I'm really happy about. I mean, I'm coming out here. I got the thing with Rich, the Infinite Deaths of Big D Wild. That's going to be fun. Okay, that story's going to be hilarious and fun, and it's also going to be both creator and fan interactive from the after book 1 moving forward. We're going to let other people write Big D Wild stories.
Brianna says, I have just purchased Incantessi. Can't wait for it to arrive.
Yeah.
Nice.
You go, girl. And Pops, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and bail. I need to get some food down my neck and
I gotta go too, man.
start wrapping up my day.
I think 2 hours is good. For these
Yeah,
things.
probably all right.
Yeah, I have to get going
Let's
myself.
do a little roundabout till everybody where everybody's at, and then we'll check out.
Yeah, man.
Allison, tell everybody where to find you.
Well, you can find me on Twitch at Alleycat Comics. You can find me on Facebook with my Alleycat Comics Facebook site, Instagram, Alleycat Comics. On Twitter, Allison McClone, because I have to be different there. I stream Monday through Friday with Peter Palamuti on Palmiotti, however the hell you pronounce his last name.
He's like, as
with
long
him.
as you've been streaming with me, you should know my name by now.
Pops. Yours is easy. Pops.
Yeah.
Done. All right. So,
Yeah. Doc, where are they find you?
All right, so Pariah Blood and Mud is in mailing list sign up right now, pre-launch. Head on over there, sign up. I send out weekly updates every Monday, and some behind the scenes work that no one else gets to see. Also, you'll be eligible for a exclusive trading card if you then back the book. So Pariah, Blood and Mud, only on Indiegogo.
Go check it out, yo. Mr. Adam Smith. This guy. Where can they find you, bro?
Yeah. Take those books. I don't know where the others are.
He might be
talking to himself.
He's looking for a bag of crisps.
Yeah. Sorry, man. It's I think I'm good and done, man. I've got to go and get something to eat. I'm starving.
Yeah, we're all out, man. Just tell everybody where they can find you real quick.
Well, as I say, I hang around Facebook every now and then. I'll do a couple of things on Twitch, and like I always say, pubs on a Sunday, football pitches on a Sunday.
There you go. Awesome. Yep. It's always good to talk to you, my friend.
See you, Adam.
Yeah, you take care first.
And ID Crisis.
My website is idcrisisdesign.com. That's ID Crisis on Twitter. I believe it's the same everywhere else too, but it's fortunately not a name that's been taken yet. So, I mean, that's basically it. That's I've got I'm not on Facebook, but I have.
ID, let's first of all, what do we call you? ID Crisis.
Well,
Bob.
My name's Dave. But
Dave, I want to see your shirt.
My wife.
Yes, my man.
Dave Reagan. That's who you are from now on.
If it works.
There it is.
I'm trying to find out the other. Yeah, I've got some sort of a thing on my notepad that tells me I can just like paste it in like all the places that I'm on social media, but I can't find it right now. But it's Twitter, Getter, Gabs, places that I hardly ever visit. Because I mean, let's face it, when it comes to the culture war, Twitter is the front line.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
Hey, Geek, where can they find you, my friend? Where can we find you, son?
Where on social media?
I don't think he can hear us. Can you not hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, where can everybody find you at?
Well, they can find me on Instagram. They can also find me here on YouTube. And Wednesday and Friday nights, I'll be hanging out with Hero Shack Chris.
Hero Shack, Chris. Look, I showed you guys this earlier, this NFT. Chris drew that, yo.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Hero
really
Shack,
good,
baby. Hero Shack. Go check them out, man. They're awesome. Chris and Diana, good people. And Asian Invasion Lady. What's up, Christy? Where can they find you at?
Oh, I'll be at the link tree. I'll put it up also in the chat too. But I have a link tree now, which will have most of my social media. My main page will have it. Linktree will have my main page, my apparel page, my store page, my Square store page, and my Patreon and my upcoming Kickstarter. So you can click on either of those and shop and do whatever you want. And at the bottom should have my social media starting too.
And Christy will also be on Ladies' Night at CromCon 21.
I'll be there all 3 days.
Yeah,
it's
she's going to
weird.
be there all 3 days. She's going to be at the DrawStream. She got her own spot on Saturday, and she's going to be at Friday Night Ladies' Night. Talk about blowing CromCon up. That's what we're doing, yo. Fanta, are you going to be at Ladies' Night, Fanta? Go talk to Lola Meets. She'll hook you up. She's the one hosting that show that night and setting up the guest list. Look, always great coming out here and being able to just watch you guys do what you do. Thanks to Rich, everybody else who was out here earlier. Love the chat. You guys rock. Mr. Hicks for the Madness merch store, Trash Can Conductor, dropping links and making Crom happen. Gotta love it. So, hey, tomorrow, Monday Madness, got a full lineup. Got a Tuesday show, got a Wednesday show, special editions popping off everywhere. You guys know what's up.
I might see you Sunday. I work daylight all week for the next 2 weeks, but wish you well. I wish you best of luck.
Yeah, man. You guys all have a great week, and hopefully I will see you next Sunday.
All right.
All right, guys.
Have a good one.
See you later. Nice to meet you.
This we go there.
All right.